With the beginning of the current year of rising prices and geopolitical uncertainty, investors are now scratching their heads, particularly in the stock marketplace. But what exactly is a stock market? And what are the bulls and bear markets? Which stocks should I hold on to for the year 2022? These are just a handful of the topics we're going to be talking about today. Therefore, you better stay tuned for more up-to-date information on the finest stocks to invest in. Also, do tell us if you're an investor or you're looking to get into the stock market. And let us know down below your favorite stocks which you have invested in. We'd love to know. Hello and welcome back to Reign Supreme, a channel to impact influential, powerful minds. First, what exactly is a stock market? Well, to put it simply, the stock market is a collection of exchanges and other venues where the buying, selling, and issuing of shares of publicly traded corporations takes place. Before any investing, new investors should realize that there is no such thing as a single stock market. Rather, there are a variety of exchanges where corporations and institutions purchase and sell stocks in public settings. The S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and Nasdaq Composite are the three most widely followed stock exchanges in the United States. In all, there are 13 exchanges, and each one is somewhat different from the rest. Among these exchanges, selecting appropriate stocks to invest in today for your portfolio and its objectives is a critical step towards your wealth creation from the stock market. However, with hundreds of companies to pick from, let alone a rookie investor, even a professional investor may find it difficult to determine which stocks to purchase. Because of the current market uncertainties, it's certainly not an easy task to do. That's not all. In order to invest in the stock market, it is necessary to invest more than 5 to 6 hours of your day checking the values of the companies that you've invested in on a regular basis. That is why you need a portfolio of stocks that should not take most of your time. But before investing, you should know what a bull and bear market is. In order to describe the market circumstances in the investing world, the phrases bull and bear are commonly used interchangeably. These phrases are used to characterize the overall state of the stock market, whether or not it is appreciating or depreciating. And as an investor, you need to be aware of the market's direction since it's got a significant influence on your investment portfolio. To put it simply, a bull market occurs when the economy is strong and equities are rising, and a bear market occurs when the economy is weak and most stocks are falling in value. As the second month of the current year is almost over, investors are actually apprehensive about the 2022 markets. By the end of last year, the S&P 500 had gained 26.89%, while the Dow and Nasdaq had both gained 18.73% and 21.39%. Now the investors are worried about the markets and their performance. Investors and traders are trying to figure out which stocks are smart buys. That's why these 5 best stocks which I'm going to talk about are the best to buy in 2022, and you might just gain from a market downturn or upturn. Starting with Walt Disney stock. When it comes to the top stocks of all time, Walt Disney is one of the best, and the company's amazing performance is attributed to its ability to adapt to an ever-changing media landscape. However, all of Disney's recent acquisitions have occurred in the last 2 decades. Pixar Animation Studios, Marvel Entertainment, Lucasfilm of Star Wars renown, and a significant portion of 21st Century Fox. Furthermore, Disney Plus is the company's streaming network, and it debuted to widespread acclaim. And the company's theme parks, which continue to draw in visitors all over the world, should not be neglected. Despite the recent volatility in the stock market, Disney has actually been a core component of the Dow Jones Industrial Average since 1991 and has regularly outperformed the market, and this massive entertainment company's stocks have earned it an exceptional increase over the last decade. We can't leave Tesla out of the discussion. So Elon Musk, Tesla's embattled CEO, and the company's products and services are often discussed on social media. Tesla kicked off 2022 with a bang, announcing 308,500 car sales in the fourth quarter, above analysis expectations of 267,000 shipments. On the other hand, Elon Musk's audacious ideas motivate its lovers to add Tesla into its investment portfolio by believing that electric cars are the way of the future for automobile transportation. Tesla shares were on the rise just before Musk announced the business deferring the introduction of new car models in 2023. Moreover, its humanoid robot project was the most important thing Tesla is working on this year, by which the stock fell sharply, thus keeping us aware that Tesla isn't just about vehicles, but in addition, the company is also there to revolutionize the battery business by buying SolarCity. However, Tesla, much like Apple, split its stock this year, and is now worth more than $850 each. And according to Elon Musk, the stock price is inflated because of the recent increase in inflation. The world and Tesla's investors are still in the dark about what Tesla will ultimately represent in the future. Apple. It is one of the best performing tech stocks on the market, and it's a good buy and hold stock for new investors. Also, Apple outperformed Microsoft in terms of profitability in the decade after the collapse of the tech bubble. And it's true that Apple stock drifted sideways throughout the first few decades of the 21st century. But the rapid technological advancement quickly put a stop to it. Anyhow, under the creative leadership of the late Steve Jobs, Apple effectively remade itself for the mobile era, releasing game-changing devices like the iPod, MacBook, and iPad. But it was with the release of the iPhone in 2007 that put Apple on the map for becoming the largest publicly listed business in the world, and the biggest income generator in the last 30 years. As of today, Apple isn't simply a vendor of consumer electronics. It offers a full ecosystem of personal electronics and associated services. Moreover, it's an entangled environment, which is a good fit for investing in its stocks. Alphabet. It is the parent company of Google, the world's largest search engine. In addition to Google Ads, the corporation is in charge of all Android and Chrome-related goods and services, as well as Google Cloud, YouTube, and Google Maps. This startup, much like Amazon, has several avenues for success because it's one of the world's biggest and most successful firms, with over $183 billion in sales in 2020, and it's projected to the top with $200 billion in revenue in 2021. Further on, and so far, every computer and mobile gadget in the world has one or more of their goods or services pre-installed. However, due to market volatility, as well as regulatory and compliance difficulties, Alphabet's stock price has recently swung a bit. But putting that aside, Alphabet is a good company to purchase and keep for beginner investors, particularly those who want to experience with fractional shares. Over the last 3 years, its revenue has grown by more than 60%, and its stock price has more than doubled. Amazon. Amazon is most known for its role in e-commerce, which is understandable given that it generates 41% of all e-commerce sales. Because it's well positioned for development in the coming years, the company's stock has been one of the best performing ever. And to some extent, this is due to the fact that Amazon has several ways of winning, not just in online sales, but also in site hosting, subscriptions, and even self-driving vehicles. Throughout the last 4 years, Amazon's stock has tripled in valuation. During the same time span, their yearly income has increased by more than double its amazing performance. But it's difficult to predict how far Amazon will go. I'm sure I'll be there to ride the wave with them. Anyhow, diversifying your portfolio and finding companies with reasonable prices is one of the best ways to increase returns and limit risks. And due to the possibility of a market downturn at any time, investors should only invest in firms with good fundamentals. Keep learning, keep investing, and you're bound to retire rich. And with that, today's video concludes. Thank you for watching, and if you gained any useful advice from today's video, then we'd love to see you in the future. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and ring the bell, and we'll see you in the next one.